Clock. Would you welcome Christopher Reeve? It's good to see you again.
Thank you.
You know, what are you... I was thinking when I was interviewing this young man, I was trying to visualize what I was doing at 13 and listening to him. Do you remember yourself at 13?
13.
He's very knowledgeable of what's going on.
13, I was pretty gung-ho about the theater. I was trying to chase girls, and the way to do...
At 13?
Yeah, sure. But the thing was, I wasn't sure that I could really handle it on my own.
Yeah.
What I would try to do is get a part in a play, and then invite, like, Susie to come down on Friday night and hope to knock her out by doing something terrific on stage.
Not a bad...
And then you got to see if you can keep up the illusion afterwards. That's the hard part when you're 13.
That's a good opening. Come down.
Yeah, come on down. I'll leave a couple of tickets, and maybe we'll go out for a 7-Up afterwards.
Hey, 7-Up cost what when you were 13? I'm trying to think back.
But,
how many of you remember going out on a date and spending 10 cents for a hamburger and 10 cents for a malted milk?
No. Not this crowd.
All those people are dead, obviously. Why do I bring up things like that, for God's sakes? What? Nobody. I feel like I'm 98 years old. Nobody remembers that at all. I don't even remember when it was half a dollar.
Yeah, $50 we can do.
Anyway, New York is home now?
New York is home. Yeah.
You move around well on the streets, I mean...
Well, yes.
People stop you, I mean, recognize you all the time?
They recognize me a lot, and they're generally pretty friendly.
Yeah.
In fact, I mean, I remember one time when they were a little almost more friendly than I could handle. I was doing research for a movie I did called Street Smart, which is a movie actually about pimps and prostitutes and the whole kind of underlife in New York. And I was on 27th Street in an unmarked police car with some undercover cops, and we're talking to some of the girls who were working on the street there, and they come over to the car, and there's kind of safety in numbers. They recognize me, and there's sort of a little bidding war going on for various
favors,
combinations and goods and services. And I begin to think maybe they think that I'm a little better than I actually am. Maybe they think that I'm Superman here or something. So, and I kind of thought, what would Superman do in this situation? I realized there's like two responses. There's the good Superman and there's the bad Superman. And
is there a bad Superman?
Well, the bad Superman would like take them all on, and the good Superman, would say, "You girls look cold in those skimpy clothes. Why don't we go get some hot chocolate?"
Oh, that's the Superman I know and love.
Yes.
Anyway, you did this, The Great Escape. Now, The Great Escape originally came out when? It was a movie?
1963.
63?
Yeah.
That long ago.
Steve McQueen, James Garner, Richard Attenborough.
Great. Now, this is a follow-up and a sequel. In what manner?
Well, it says the untold story, and that's really true because there's a whole story that wasn't told.
This was based on an actual incident during World War II.
Well, it's a very tragic incident, but what happened was 76 of these prisoners of war got out. 3 of them made it back to England, and 50 were executed by the Gestapo.
Wasn't that at Malmedy or something like that? Or the town in Germany, something that hits my name.
Yeah, I think this is in Sagan, in Silesia, someplace.
Yeah.
But anyway, after the war, hasn't been told before is that after the war, a group of the survivors came back to track down the Gestapo, who had been responsible for this. And in fact, 18 of them were brought to justice at Nuremberg. And so on the Monday night, the untold story is that manhunt and the bringing to justice.
Yeah. Somebody said you did this in Yugoslavia?
Yugoslavia.
Yeah. I remember Mel Brooks being on here once. He'd shot something in Yugoslavia, and he was hysterical about the country. I think he got some letters from the citizens who were not happy. He said they only had one car.
Yeah.
And he was busy on a Wednesday or something. And
they've got one car and 2 colors. They've got like blue and gray, and that's it. Everything comes with like extra salt, extra grease, extra sugar. At our cast party, Elvis played at the cast party. I mean, this guy ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Doing it.
It's great.
Elvis lives in every country of the world.
That's what happened to him. He went to Zagreb. But
Freddie has given me this. We have apparently a clip of. Excuse me. Is this the clip?
I guess
I don't know what it is.
Well, I guess what we're going to show is a scene from part 2, which is Monday night, in which we suspect one of these Gestapo guys, and we're interrogating him. I guess that's what we're showing.
Okay. Watch the monitor.
I went to draw a car from the motor pool and used the ration tickets that I had been given to put in 20 liters of petrol. 20 liters.
Yeah, just so. That's right.
20 liters, how much is that?
5 gallons.
5 gallons to drive all the way to Sagan?
Only 5 gallons.
Nur 20 Liter?
5 gallons to go all the way from Zlin to Sagan and back again, a round trip of about 400 miles.
No, that's not what I meant. I was given the tickets by the man from Brno. I did not think about it.
But 5 gallons is just about right for a round trip from Zlin to Ostrava. Is that right?
I not understand. I was given the tickets. I put in 20 Liter.
You were the damn driver. You had to know you didn't have enough gas to even get to Sagan, much less come back again. But that didn't bother you, did it? Because you knew you weren't going there. You knew you were only going as far as Ostrava. Ostrava! To the crematorium at Ostrava. You're lying to me, you bastard! You knew perfectly well that those men were being driven to Ostrava to be murdered and burned! What the hell's the matter with him?
I think he's fainted, Major.
I was going to kill him, Mike. I was looking at him, and all I could think about was Roger. You didn't do it, John. Not because I didn't want to.
Good tune. First part is this Monday, right?
Sunday and Monday.
Sunday and Monday. Okay. That show shows this Sunday and Monday. You mentioned something during the break there about being in Yugoslavia.
Oh, the Yugoslav people. I've actually done 2 movies there now, so I'm running for office in Yugoslavia. I mean, I've been there. I'm buying a condo in Zagreb. I'm moving there. But the Yugoslav people just have a fun way of looking at life. They don't have a lot of stuff. You know, they've got these 2 colors. They got this lousy food, the 1 car. You know.
Yeah.
So they got to find. And what I remember meeting a guy named Stravko, and he runs a riding stable out in this castle out in the countryside, and he says, I like wine, women, and the fast horses. I said, that's good. You know, we can do business. I can relate to that. And he said, yeah, I love my wife, but my wife is for every day. Another woman is for special. And I said, okay, if you can work that out, that's fine. But it's just, you know, they're just into living right in the moment. That's really all they've got. You know, they're kind of torn between the East and the West.
Yeah.
And they're very hospitable people. We had a good time.
That's what I hear. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We have Melanie Mirren with us tonight, so stay where you are.